My wife has used the same hairspray since she was in high school. For the last 20 years, TRESemmé Extra Hold has been the can we grab off the shelf almost every single time. There have been some instances where they were either out of stock or another brand would be on sale. I'd buy it, and there would be some small level of disappointment that we weren't using what we believed to be the good stuff, the one with the green label. But those instances were years ago, and it's safe to say that we're on at least a decade-long streak of exclusively buying TRESemmé. However, our streak of being satisfied with the product hasn't lasted quite as long. The cans, without any warning, rhyme, or reason, simply stop spraying. They're still quite full of product, and yet you can't get anything out of them. Somewhat, but not too recently, they changed the label color of our spray of choice from green to gold. I can't be sure that these problems started happening in conjunction with that, but regardless, I cannot believe how bad this product is now. It's not the liquid itself, whatever is inside the can still seems to be a good hairspray, but only if you can get it out. And quite often, you can't. What happens is you'll use it for a while, and then suddenly, it just stops working. And I know what you're going to say, the nozzle is clogged. Just run it under or soak it in some hot water. But no, that's not the issue. I've taken the nozzle right off the can, ran it under hot water, I've let it soak. I've even blown air through it, and there isn't a blockage here. The problem exists somewhere in the can itself. This little white tube. And I've tried soaking it too. Running it under hot water does nothing at all. It's like it simply stops allowing hairspray from inside the can. We've experienced some level of this in the past 7 to 10 cans we've bought. Sometimes it happens near the end of the can's life, but not always. We recently took a family vacation, on a cruise in fact, and of course you can't fly with a full-size can of this stuff, so we bought 2 small cans at around $4.50 each. Imagine our frustration when, on day 2 of our trip, not one, but both cans simply stopped working. Almost $10 worth of product, now garbage. Nothing I tried could get these cans, which were still very full, to work again. We brought them home with us and they never started working. I don't have a clue what the problem is, but maybe they changed the nozzles to save 1/6 of a cent on each can. Or is the problem not related to keeping the can upright at all times? I don't think so, because it happens with the full-size cans too, and we always store those as intended. But if it is related to that, why sell travel-sized cans? Do they expect luggage to remain upright throughout its travels on planes, trains, and automobiles? I don't know why, but after literally decades with no issues, virtually every can we buy now has this issue. Maybe we're missing something. Perhaps we're using it wrong? Perhaps we should be storing the cans upside down or something. The frustration is that we've been using these for 10 years and never had a problem. If it was as simple as a clogged nozzle, we'd be able to clear it, but it's not. In any event, for the time being, we're done. Whatever TRESemmé did has frustrated us to the point that we're moving on. We can't keep spending between $6 and $10 a can only to have it stop working without any discernible reason. So, does anybody have any good suggestions for an alternative hairspray?